Parallel universes of the markets. What's up, everybody? Welcome aboard. It is Bubba's Daily Update for Thursday, November the 12th. And every day, it's a new story. It's a new wild animal out there. And of course, when full clearing, remember, when FCMs and exchanges screw you on margins, this is what happens. You end up with these illiquid, wild swinging markets back and forth for no reason. But of course, hey, got to worry about their money. In the meantime, Monday and Tuesday, the equities were higher, except for the Nasdaq got clobbered. And suddenly, Wednesday and Thursday, everything is down except for the Nasdaq. So we go through this wild swing of nowhere where the markets, they had the big spike up on Monday because of the news. But in the meantime, here we are just really churning around again, waiting for the next big move. And of course, based on our positions, we'll assume that move to be higher. But of course, that can change. But in the meantime, we're still long. Okay, we're long across the board. And it's been an okay week. Nothing bad, nothing great. But it's, because of the awkward action we're seeing. In the meantime, the Nasdaq has been either outperforming the downside or outperforming to the upside. The bonds, higher. Again, we expect a little bit of a bounce. I don't know how much farther I could like this bounce, but at some point here, I think there's still probably a sale. We're still short bonds and notes. The metals continue to churn in a wider range, but they look bad, and they look like they're going to go lower. Now, it doesn't mean they won't change tomorrow, but right now, they don't look very well, and certainly we're sellers on rallies, especially if you're using December gold. Our position is in April, but in December gold, which is more active trading-wise, I'd be looking at the 1900 level if it gets there to sell some more gold. Silver and platinum are higher as well. They're not quite as wild as gold has been recently, but either way. Copper is a little bit higher today. So again, consolidation for copper. Nat gas is flat. We're seeing a little bit more of a pushback, but we're still short. The dollar is lower, and you look at the overall action, and it makes you wonder, what is next? Well, that is, of course, the pure definition of a consolidating market is the biggest time of indecision, which is basically what we're seeing right here is the biggest time of indecision. As we move over to the agricultural space, you look at the grains, they're soft. But look, you had such a big rally. A pullback is healthy. I don't think this is anything more than another buying opportunity as we remain long the grains across the board and have benefited very nice from this rally. But of course, this is why you should be hedged as well. And you have to think about it. But overall, to me, this is nothing more than a pullback with an opportunity. And I think probably the news of the potential shutdown, after the president's, after we have the inauguration of 4 to 6 weeks is weighing heavily on some of these things. The meats are all pretty much flat, except for hogs are up nicely, and we're still short. And as you know, I'd rather be long them, but I expect rallies from big sell-offs, and I think that's what you saw. And of course, feeders and fat cattle, they're both right around unchanged at the moment. The last I looked before I got here, feeders were up like 20 cents and fats were down like 12 cents. So they're just percolating, waiting to make a move. We look at the softs. Cotton is slightly lower. However, March is higher. OJ is higher. We are reversed. We're long OJ now. The coffee is a little bit higher. We're still short. Sugar is higher. We're still long. And cocoa is lower, and we're still short. So overall, we're in pretty good shape. It's been, as we've said, listen, we don't hide from how we've done it. It was a rough drawdown, one of the worst we've ever had, but still profitable for the year and profitable for the history. So, you have to expect those things to happen. And if you understand using leverage properly and you understand how markets work, then you're never really surprised. You learn to accept what happens and always protect yourself against it. Don't forget about our partners at Family Farms. We're really happy with them, and I'm so sad that I can't get out there and really be more out with the farmers, especially now that we're getting towards the end where they're going to have some more time, because obviously I really want to educate how to hedge and do these other things, and I think that is very important. Especially at these levels, always I think it's important. But we'll get there. And again, it's going to be a great relationship, and I'm excited for that, over the future. As you know, I have other brokerage accounts, but my two main brokers, the ones I prefer and the ones I use actively, CTG for futures and commodities. As I've said 1,000 times, they're the only one that is allowed or licensed to use our letter of direction. Number one, which is our signals. Number two, they've got great customer service. When you need it, they help you and they will answer the phone immediately. And number three, if you're not sure what setting up an account, they help you from stem to stern. And I've got IRAs available through the futures market as well. So it's a great relationship there. And Trader, the same thing for equities and options. Their work is phenomenal. And I go back to Monday when some of the brokers were shut down, the bigger ones. But here was Trader. They had a problem. They answered the phone. They didn't have any problems with their system. All systems go down. But the customer service is always there. They answer immediately, and they help you. And for $10 a month, how can you pass that up? But again, it's your money. Our commodity report, our first new weekly edition came out this morning of the brand new commodity report. What a report Andy wrote this week. And of course, we've now tied in some of our new algorithms not new algorithms, but new products that we use within the commodity report. And we're using a lot of ETFs as well. And it's phenomenal. It's now on the website, and it's obviously higher price than we sold it on Saturday. And what Technomello was, but it's worth every penny, no matter what it costs. And of course, our high school program, don't forget that if you can help us out. We're trying to rebuild it. It's not easy. And the maintenance, because we pay for it all. There's no cost to school. There's no cost to the states. So we put it in. We give them free access so that we can help educate our youth. It's at Patreon, patreon.com/Bubba Trading. That's patreon.com/Bubba Trading. And of course, tonight, Thursday night football. And you got the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. For some reason, they're betting Indy heavy. I do think that Tennessee is a false favorite anyways, but I cannot like the game at what they would call a picket level. I'm gonna have a pizza and a beer on Indianapolis, but Philip Rivers is the most overpriced $25 million quarterback. So we'll see. In the meantime, let's see what happens. These markets, they're whacked. They're just wild, right? This is illiquidity at its finest. Be careful. Be disciplined. Have a great day. We'll see you back here tomorrow with another Bubba's Daily Update. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you later.